everything live, baby. Press box party, streaming 3-5, everything live, baby. Press box party, streaming 3-5, everything live, baby. Press box party, saying it's a party in New York City, baby.
A good Wednesday to you. Welcome to the Press Box Party. I am Antoine. This is Stream 35 Radio. Two ways to listen to tonight's show. Of course, most of you stream the show on mixlr.com/stream35radio. Great way to listen, whether you're on your phone or your computer. Download the app, follow Stream 35 Radio. You'll get notified when we go on. We're on every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern live. And also, what's up to our listeners to catch the show later on Stream 35 or YouTube. You can, of course, catch an archive. If you're on YouTube, make sure you follow the station or the channel. It is just after 7 p.m. Eastern time here in New York City. We're live on this Wednesday, thunderstormy day in New York. Thanks for tuning in. For all of our listeners, wherever you are, we are fans of you just like you're fans of us. So interact with us. How do you interact with us? Regular listeners, you know what's up. They're already on the chat room saying what's up, party people. Jimmy the Greek, what's up? You can chat on MixLR. You can also call us 917-477-7737. That's the phone number. And we're here. You guys help make the show what it is, so definitely lob us a call if you're able to. And we could talk about whatever. As you know, the Press Box Party, we talk about everything. We'll get into some sports, we'll get into some nonsense, and we'll get into some more nonsense. So bring it. Great to have you here. Got to introduce my man in the studio that I've got here. And he hails from Gary, Indiana. He's in here almost every Wednesday. Occasionally he takes a trip back home. We got the infamous Mr. Jonathan Craig. What is up?
What's up, brother?
Jay
How you
Craig. Feeling good.
Good.
We got a party going on in New York City.
Yes, we do.
As the song says.
That's right. How you been?
Good, man.
Good.
How was your did you get rained on today?
Nah, I managed to commute during that part where it wasn't raining.
Yeah.
So
you missed it was weird. It was coming down crazy.
Yeah.
Then it was sunny.
Yeah.
And then it came down again.
Yeah, by the time I got off the train again, the clouds were starting to come back out. We have some crazy weather lately, man.
Talk about crazy.
Yeah.
The hell are the New York Mets doing?
Winning. That's
just
what they're
diving
doing.
right in.
Winning. 12.
Well, the Yankees are about to open up a 20-game lead on the Red Sox, so I figure the Mets have to do some. Maybe they're motivated by the Yanks.
I like it.
But I'll tell you what, Met fans, they haven't changed.
No.
They haven't changed one bit. They're still the worst. There was some Met fan tried to tell me at the bar the other day, fool's gold. The Yankees are fool's gold.
Really?
Hey.
What was your response?
Are you a Met fan?
I'm not
No,
even.
that's what I said.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
That was my response.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Then he revealed that he didn't have anything on that said. He just was talking as if he was talking about the Yankees.
Okay, I got you.
Like just as might have been a Yankee fan, and then I just go, "Are you a Mets fan?"
He says, "Yeah."
Well, he went around it, but I was like, "Okay."
How'd he try
so
to go
the
around
Yankees
it?
are fool's gold because you're a Met fan,
right?
They might be fool's gold. I'm not an idiot. All these wins could go for nothing. I've seen that happen before.
True.
So, but don't try to play like you got some kind of crazy insight and then reveal you're a Met fan,
right.
a.k.a. Yankee hater.
Exactly.
Awful. Press Box Party. If you want to check in with us, phone lines open 917-477-7737. We talk about all kinds of things off topic. This is the good news. Well, the fun news you'll see here. Sometimes it's not so fun, though, with some of these people. But
yeah, man.
We'll keep it in the baseball world. We've got a story we got to cover that's happening out in Philadelphia. Philadelphia, one of the few baseball franchises that has one of the most recognizable mascots in all of sports, the Philly Fanatic.
Yes. The
Green
giant
guy
green guy.
with the schnoz.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows him. And apparently the guy that created, or the guys that created the Philly Fanatic, famous mascot, the basically the protection on it, whatever you want to say, the copyright of the actual character is about to expire.
So they licensed these things out. I didn't know that they just licensed you the mascot.
Well, under a lawsuit, these two creators that created it in 1984, the Phillies claimed that they paid them like $200,000 and they were able to keep it forever. But the thing is, there's some kind of letter that says that, you know, forever was not in the language. And now they have asked Philly to cease and desist from using the character starting next year.
Starting next year.
And now this is going to go to court.
So wait, they're not going to, they're just going to snatch their mascot?
The creators are saying, you know, this is probably going to go to court because they said, you know, if you don't come up with some more money by next season, we're going to go ahead and possibly sell the Philly Fanatic to another team.
That's grimy.
New York Yankees don't do mascots, by the way, so.
That's grimy.
I don't think he'll be going there. But could you imagine a team like the Mets? Like, hey,
you know
I know they got Mr. Met, but they hate the Phillies.
You think they would do it just to
It's got to be somebody that just can't stand them. There'd be a bidding war.
Buy it and then
I think
just
those people
hold
know
on to
there'd
it.
be a bidding war. Philadelphia teams are not liked. And if you had the chance to steal something as iconic as that.
That's next level, though.
Wow.
Steal the mascot? Come on. No.
Well, part of a lot of people don't know this. Football trivia for you, youngins. Gather round, gather round.
Hey, come on, tell us a story. Tell us a story.
The Dallas Cowboys, a big reason they were able to get into the league. I can't remember what year this was, by the way. I think they came around maybe in the 40s or 50s. But they had a pretty good bargaining chip in that they trademarked the Washington Redskins Hail to the Redskins theme song. It hadn't been trademarked. And they did that. And they told basically before the last owners meeting to get the Redskins had a big vote. There weren't many teams, and the Redskins had a key vote. And the Dallas team said to the Redskins owner at the time, "Hey, you're going to do a good vote, or you're going to vote the right way here, aren't you? Because you know we just trademarked your song."
Wow.
And then just left it at that.
That's a mic drop right there.
So
bro.
the Redskins-Cowboys rivalry is way deeper.
That's gangster.
And just let them know, like, right before the meeting, by the way, we did this. Because you got to think, in the 40s and 50s, nobody was protecting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't think.
And then the song, however, came about was probably like, you know, some random, and then it just took off.
Right.
It became their anthem, so.
Wow. That's next level.
So this would be ridiculous if the Philly Fanatic went to another team.
Man,
I
can you
would love
imagine?
it. I'm hoping.
You hoping?
I'm hoping.
You're trying to start a war.
Yeah, you know, these teams that rely on mascots to bring their team's interest is pretty whack to begin with.
True.
I'm a traditionalist. Those on YouTube, you can see my hat. Same logo, same uniforms. You know, some teams
never change.
17 uniforms every year.
You never changed.
Never changed.
Never change.
So, beyond all that. But, yeah, baseball, it's still early. I'll just put it that way. Still time. And a lot of teams, especially in the wild card. This wild card thing that baseball created keeps so many people interested throughout the year. It was the smartest thing ever. And we got the Yankees-Orioles right now. And then on the other TV, if Whitey is listening, ESPN is giving the Milwaukee Brewers some national run as they are in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. Both teams just started, so we don't have scores to update. And, yeah. Basketball, NBA is kind of off the radar now that we've got the signings all in. People getting pumped for that. But I do have a basketball story with a guy that plays for FIBA. DJ Cooper, former Ohio University star. He plays professionally in Europe and got suspended by the Federal International Basketball Association after using someone else's urine in a doping test.
Okay.
People have done this before.
Plenty of time.
Remember the Wizinator, the fake crank that you
I've
would
used-
like be? Oh,
I've
you've used.
I'm not the Wizinator, but I've used.
I was like,
fake
how
pee.
serious is it? Like, what kind of job? Unless you're an athlete, you got no reason to get the Wizinator.
No, I didn't have the
It's like, yeah,
Wizinator.
man, how you think I got that job at McDonald's?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, what? They were
How you think I
watching
became a
you?
manager at McDonald's at
They
16?
were watching you like like you were an Olympian, like you were Ben Johnson. You're gonna use this grill, man. We gotta watch you. Now go on, keep that stall door open. Come on, Mr. Craig. Let's see it. Hey, why's that thing white? You imagine using the Wizinator getting the wrong color?
Right? Oh man, they sent me the wrong color.
Fuck it, gotta give it a try.
Hey, man. Let's see what happens. Roll a dice.
This is worse than the Wizinator, by the way.
So what happened?
DJ Cooper, who's playing in Europe, uses someone else's piss.
Right.
You know how they found out it was someone else's piss?
How?
It showed he was pregnant.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
Tested positive for human. It's basically called, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it for
Okay.
since so many doctors listen, they'll make fun of me. It's called HCG. Let's just put it that way. It's produced by the placenta during pregnancy.
Wow.
The urine ended up belonging to Cooper's girlfriend.
What an idiot. Well, that's one hell of a way to find out that your girl is
To
pregnant.
get your
bro.
ass back to Ohio.
Wow.
Chicago native, by the way.
That's one hell of a pregnancy test. Cost and everything. Dang. Can you
No
imagine?
need for Mari on this one.
Can you imagine?
You are the father, by the way.
We just got a new job. Oh man, that job I just got, I lost, and we pregnant.
I know. That's the truth, though. That's the part of the story. Not only is it dumb to use a female's, well, you find out it's your girlfriend, you think that's definitely not a possibility, and then she is. So you're jobless and now have a kid.
Wow. Funny how the tables turn.
Crazy little story there.
That's pretty.
DJ Cooper.
DJ Cooper, man. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
He's gonna hit McDonald's.
Don't
So
do
where'd you have to take your piss test for?
For this,
You don't have to take it in the service industry, do you?
No, it depends on where you work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we used to have to take a piss test when I used to lifeguard.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, moving right. I thought you were gonna tell us the story or something.
Oh no, the stories I can't tell you those stories on.
Yeah, you
right now.
you really your mind went elsewhere. Wow.
Yeah. Because
Wow.
I realized I just incriminated myself when I said when I used to lifeguard because I was a certain age when I was a lifeguard.
Okay.
And so if I had to take a drug test, then I was using somebody else's pee. That's what that look was. Like, oh man, I just
Yeah, your mind went somewhere else there,
shouldn't
man.
have said
Sorry.
that. Yeah, well, the cat's out of the bag now.
Then we got this boxer. We'll go to boxing before we get to
Let's do
football.
it.
What everybody wants to talk about is football. It's that time of year, man.
It is that time of year,
But
brother.
this boxer breaks his hand
Mm-hmm.
while sitting in the hotel lobby because someone dropped an ornament on his hand, like basically a decoration.
Are you serious? Was it on purpose? Was this like some Tanya Hardin type
knew.
stuff?
Okay, so first of all, when you hear this story, you're like, no way. You're a boxer. You broke your hand. You punched something.
Right. It's the first thing
no
I
other
thought.
way. So you're going to come up with some crazy story because he couldn't fight. This
Right.
was the week of the fight in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a wrap.
It was Carl Frampton, former featherweight world champion. He was going to fight Emmanuel Dominguez. I'm sorry, Vegas. Philadelphia. It's Philadelphia hotel lobby.
Wow.
And so he's there during the week, but he posts this video to prove everything. And we'll go ahead and fire this up for our YouTube audience. If we can.
What was he recording it as it happened?
You always got the hard hitting questions, don't you?
Hey man, this is what I'm here for.
I'll just watch what he put up to clear his name. Hold on, we got the wrong screen up there.
To make people believe that
All right, let's play this.
this really happened this way.
It's just screenshots of everything.
So were they trying to go back and piece it together how it happened? Is that what he's trying to show us?
Yeah. He's just taking it through the whole thing. And there's the big thing that landed on his hand. So, doesn't leave any doubt. Pretty freak incident, though, huh?
You know, he got a lawsuit on his hand now.
Yeah,
No-
oh yeah,
no
yeah,
pun
yeah.
intended.
And look, it broke that table. Here's a picture that for those watching.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's
Yeah.
a thick piece of wood.
Yeah, so it was a legitimate handbrake.
Wow.
But he had to put that up there because there were going to be people like, man, you lying.
You lying, man. You scared. You don't want to
Yeah.
fight.
You scared. You beat somebody up.
Yep. You
Listen to
punched
the
a
Press
wall.
Box Party. Want to call in 917-477-7737. We're breaking down some of the odd stories of the week, a couple odd sports stories. Nothing beats the hoops player overseas using his girlfriend's urine to pass a piss test.
Come on.
Comes up pregnant.
Come on, man.
DJ Cooper.
You could
hanging with
used
Mr. Cooper.
Anybody else's pee.
Anybody.
Anybody else's. Just somebody of the same sex. Get your
Don't take
little
no
son.
chance. And then you find out your girl's pregnant.
Football itself.
Well, you know what time it is tomorrow.
It's football time.
Oh
yeah.
Sustain pro-rain damage. Oh my God, I love football. I love football. You love football. God loves football, and football loves football. It's Monday night, so it's time for football. Are you ready for some football? Well, you better not be, because football's here.
All right, so football's kicking off tomorrow unofficially. Just about everybody plays tomorrow. The preseason really starts. And we got a couple football stories. Go figure. Already. Antonio
already.
Brown, if you're on YouTube, or if you want to check it out on YouTube, or if you don't know how to use the internet, just look up Antonio Brown's feet.
Oh, look at
Most
these
of you probably
feet,
already
bro.
seen it. Antonio Brown's feet.
Like a rock.
We turn that off now. Antonio Brown's feet are more jacked up than anybody's feet possibly in the world.
Yeah, right
Let
now.
alone athletes. I don't want to just say athletes. He's got skin coming off both feet. What's it look like there?
I mean,
It doesn't even look real.
It doesn't. It
Looks
looks
like
like
something
you
off
could
a
just peel
movie.
the skin off of his feet.
Something out of a horror movie.
It really does.
And they find out today this is frostbite.
Frostbite.
Because a lot of
How?
people are thinking, what, this guy like runs all the time? Like, how did his feet get like that? I mean, he put that up a couple days ago.
With
on his
no
social media.
explanation?
No explanation.
You can't just put feet like
He
that
just kind of
up
said my feet are jacked.
on
but-
social
and
media
like,
and
laugh.
then
I mean, he thinks everything's funny, so
Man, ain't
sure
funny
it had
to
some
me.
funny emoji faces and that sort of thing. But for those that can't see it, his bottoms are just completely peeling off in different places. It looks bad. And guess what they find out it is?
What is it?
In the middle of summertime here.
What is
It's
this?
frostbite.
Frostbite. How? How?
What do you call those things? Those chambers?
Those those cryo.
Cryo chamber. Cryo chamber.
Yeah, but
And,
how does
it's mad cold in there, and you gotta wear proper stuff.
So you saying
for
he
your
went in
feet.
there and he didn't wrap his feet up?
Looks
like
like he
was
went in
supposed
there
to?
barefoot.
Please don't tell me he went in there barefoot.
Who knows what he did, but
I mean, we know what he did. He got frostbite. We
He's
know what he
getting-
didn't
he's getting
do.
paid.
What he wasn't.
he's getting paid way too much money to come out
looking like he just ran across 17 states.
barefoot.
Yeah, exactly.
They just spent all this money on this man, and he's already screwed it up.
He ain't out here jumping in there and not.
Frozen feet. Who'd have thought? If this is the season, they got to put out the injury report. Do they put frozen feet?
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be his new name.
Feet, foot, frozen. Then parentheses, frozen.
Antonio Brown. No, Antonio Frozenfoot Brown. Frozen feet.
The memes are pretty classic going on there.
Whole frozen feet.
Still to come, we got to talk about a crazy Tinder story. We got a bride ruined her own wedding dress. You're going to want to see why.
I do. I want to see why.
Yeah, you want to see this. And they don't have any pictures to supplement it, but that's probably a good thing once you hear the story.
Oh, man, is that bad?
It's bad.
Come
Postal
on
service
with it.
workers cooking steaks in different ways. But I want everybody. I got it. One. Remember Jalen Ramsey? One more. I got
Yes.
two more football stories.
Bring it
one
on.
NFL. Jalen Ramsey. Remember he was he backed up the Brinks truck into practice.
Yes.
That's another thing. Antonio Brown coming in the hot air balloon
That's so funny. He comes in
with his frozen
with the
where's
hot
his
air
feet?
balloon, and now he's got frozen feet.
It's gonna be something else next week.
Oh God, this is great.
This guy is
Coming in
and
on
he's on Hard Knocks aired for the first time last night. They hadn't even got. They're loving it. I mean, this is just like talk about content.
Man, this stuff writes itself.
It really does. And Antonio Brown is gonna probably score all kinds of sponsorships just from his appearance on Hard Knocks.
Wow.
Made reality TV, man. Reality TV.
That's where it's at.
Call Antonio Coldfoot Brown. Here, let me get to this story though about Jalen Ramsey. So he's being interviewed, and they're asking him crazy. You know, he's a big time shit talker.
Yes.
Big time. So he's talking about what he used to do in
Shit
college.
talking changed.
Was a great talker too. I don't know if you just heard that just now.
So I got these new teases.
He's talking to these guys. This is on the Busting It with the Boys podcast with a couple former players. Taylor Lewin and Will Compton.
The more less you care about what other people say.
Yeah, I would say the only thing that changed was in college. Like when I was at Florida State, I was grimy, like super grimy. I didn't care. Like I would talk about your girlfriend, whatever.
Give us some of your best stories.
Yeah,
give us a good story.
We can always cut it too if you don't want it.
Yeah.
I used to. So I was playing like a big receiver. At whatever school, I would look up his Instagram, see his girlfriend, whatever, boom, boom, and
You can cuss
probably
too,
go.
so
Yeah, I'd probably go slide in their DMs.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Before the game?
Before the game.
Yo,
yeah,
I love that,
the week
dude.
Before
That's
the game,
amazing.
I would probably slide in the DMs, and we get to the game. He probably know about it. Maybe he do. Maybe she was going. Maybe she was going. Yeah. But either he know about it or he don't. But either way, I'm bringing it up in the game. Like, I slid in first name basis. DM. She hollering at
How mad they get so mad right away.
Oh yeah, people get hot about that. But I'll say when I got to the league though, I stopped that because now people got wives and stuff. I ain't talking about no wives. Somebody,
That's tough. Wives are hard.
yeah, somebody get shot over talking about somebody's wives, dog. So that's where I grew. So I ain't as grimy.
That's where he grew.
And that was where he grew.
And he's Brinks truck. I mean, very mature.
Yes. So much growth he's had.
He went to Florida State though. That explains a lot.
A
Doesn't it?
whole lot. Oh man,
And then
that's
stayed in Jacksonville, so like true local guy.
Florida man.
Duval, which he always says after Duval County. So yeah, man, NFL. These guys are characters.
These guys.
They are in already mid-season form. Some of them.
Oh yeah, they're in rare form. They're in rare form.
And one more we got. Chief Thunder said, "This is where I grew." I thought he had something great, but no. The statement alone is he's putting crying face emojis behind it.
Yeah.
So one more college football also coming up. Don't forget. And we had the FIBA basketball player failing the piss test using his girlfriend's urine. In case you missed it. And it came up pregnant. So
no job and a baby.
No weed, but placenta juice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Good job.
You must be smoking
Georgia
babies.
Southern quarterback Shai Wertz has been suspended indefinitely by the team.
Indefinitely? What do you
after
do?
a traffic stop where Georgia police found cocaine.
Cocaine.
And he claimed it was bird poop.
Where'd they find the cocaine at? And first of all, why is that the first thing that comes to your mind? That's bird poop.
The team's starting QB was pulled over for speeding in South Carolina after reportedly calling police saying he wanted to keep going and pull over in a more well-lit area.
So they trying to pull him over. He's like, no,
Yeah,
no.
so
Not,
he already
not
was-
over here in the darkness. You're not going to pull me
So
over.
he's up to something.
Right.
And then when they went in the vehicle, they saw some white stuff. Word stated it was bird poop. Tried to clean it up at the beginning of the week at his local car wash. He had a whole story.
So this was on the hood of the car.
Everything about him and inside the vehicle made him appear as a clean person, but the hood of the car was out of place, and it was actual cocaine.
Who's doing a cocaine on the hood of the car?
The powder appeared to have been thrown on the vehicle and attempted to be washed off by windshield wipers. So all I can think of is he either went and like tried to throw it out and it hit the That's what it seems like.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Or maybe he's got no, if you did it out the sunroof, it would have hit the cop's car. So he must have thrown it out the front and it probably wind will come back.
Said, nope.
It's kind of like have you ever spit out everybody's done this.
We've all
and
done
then like
this.
hit you.
Yeah.
Like, man, what the hell? Why did that boomerang like that?
Man. At that point, you should.
It was a boomerang. So
he should have just pulled over in the dark
and
area.
they
and
tested it and it came back as cocaine.
It's like, man.
So bird poop excuse did not work.
Why would that be the bird poop?
Powdery bird poop.
The powdery kind of bird poop.
So Georgia Southern is without a QB. So now when they play Alabama in week 1, they'll lose by 78 instead of 58.
That is a rough way to lose your career.
I mean, yeah, for that guy, that's his career, man.
Man. Not for no bag of blow.
No.
How much was it that it...
I mean, school-wise, he's screwed. Criminally, he's probably,
well,
like
yeah,
you said,
but
it can't be that much.
Still, how much cocaine was it that you threw it out the window and then it flew back and hit the window?
Maybe it was a brick.
Everywhere.
For all we know, maybe he was running it.
Maybe he was.
Right? I mean,
throwing kilos out the window.
I'm not putting anything past him.
Man, you can't. Not in Florida.
Not. I know that's. No, he's in South Carolina.
Oh, he's in South Carolina. My bad.
You just ready to blame Florida for something.
Damn,
sorry, Florida listeners.
Sorry, Florida.
We'll get to you later.
We apologize.
First, we're going to go to Arizona, and I know we have Arizona listeners. We got a good Arizona story here.
All right.
Hold on. Yeah, I want you to take this one. I'm going to get the pictures ready. Arizona, U.S. postal worker decided to try an experiment. Heard it's been pretty hot out there, Arizona boys.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Everywhere.
So this postal worker, hold on, should I play a little something in the back?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
It's becoming our anthem here. Stream 35. We got a postal worker story.
Yeah.
Take it away, Jay Craig.
All right, so we got us a postal worker story, and in the midst of the heat, the UPS man wanted to showcase the world how hard the conditions are and how hot it gets.
USPS.
The USPS, I'm sorry, not the UPS.
Phoenix, Arizona.
And he wanted to show everybody how hot it gets in there. So he decided to cook a steak on the dashboard. Put the steak in a nice little Ziploc bag and left it on the dashboard for 2 hours. Came back, had him a medium steak.
He really did, too. He showed the progression of it.
This is insane. This is an insane.
Temperatures reached 128 degrees. This steak was inside of his mail truck. And he put the times, too. Every hour. Look at he didn't say when he started, did he? But it looks like in 2 hours, it was already edible.
Yeah. They said it got to
and it got well
the temperature
done.
was about 140 degrees.
Yeah, by 12:20, it was like medium well. And if you can't see those pictures, we got them on our YouTube page. It was too hot.
That's crazy.
Chief Firewater. It's a dry heat. Chief Firewater in Phoenix.
Is it a dry
Somebody from
steak?
Phoenix want to tell us how hot it really was? Is that really what you can? I lived in Phoenix for 2 years. I don't remember that. I mean, I think I've removed a lot of it from my mind.
Maybe that's why. When it's that hot, you want to wipe that stuff from your brain.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that. I do remember. I mean, one thing I remember at like midnight, it would occasionally be triple digits at midnight. And it is a drier heat. I'm not going to deny that.
Right, but once the sun comes
But
out,
hot is hot, man.
yeah, man.
It's still, like
Hot is
you
hot.
just want to like go outside and get a breath of fresh air, and it's not there.
Nope.
But humidity is way worse.
Yeah, that's what it's been here.
So
Well, at least he had some lunch.
yeah, he had lunch already prepared.
Bam. Come
Mobile oven,
in. He started selling them steaks. Sell a couple of them by the end of the day.
mobile grill. So it's been too hot in Phoenix, Arizona.
Wow, Phoenix.
We're just warming you up here. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Now we're gonna get into some of the criminal stuff. So
Uh-oh.
put the kids to bed.
Shh, go to bed, children.
We're gonna get into some of the more grim stories here. Not as grim as what you've been seeing on your regular news, by the way.
No.
That's been some bad stuff going on.
Yeah, no.
But that's why we're here for you on Stream 35
That's
on the
right.
Press Box Party. Where are we taking this next story to?
What do we
We got a
still-
song for this.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually karma though, so I'm okay with this story. Right?
Okay.
Don't you agree?
I do agree.
Yeah.
I'm,
Where are we going?
Oh, man. We going down to Alabama, baby.
Alabama.
Oh, yes, man. And we about to turn it up. You know what we about to do?
What
We're
happened?
about to let
What
it,
happened in Bama?
Oh, man. Let me tell you what happened in Alabama.
What happened in Decatur, Alabama?
So police say a woman. That's right.
A woman what?
A woman had a domestic burglary come into her house. So a burglar comes in a woman's house, and the guy is armed, and she realizes that it's about to go down. So what does she do? She grabs a pot of hot grease, and she throws it on his face. Bam. Burning all that face up.
What's his name?
So what do we got here?
Lark. Look, it's right here. What do we got here?
LaRondre.
What, you look it up like Urban Dictionary?
No, I'm trying to
For the pronunciation.
figure out how to
You're looking
pronounce
for the
his name.
pronunciation key.
LaRondrick Macklin.
LaRondrick.
LaRondrick Macklin.
Look at that picture. For those that are just listening, this guy got messed up.
Yeah, this is what happens when you try to break into someone's house, pull
Yeah.
an armed robbery, and
Completely justified.
they have hot grease.
She didn't shoot him.
Nope. She shot that hot grease in his face, though.
He's gonna be wearing that for ever.
Yeah, that's a terrible face. I'm sure it wasn't much to begin with, but now it's just gonna be even worse. And then he got to explain to people what happened. What happened?
Yeah.
Man, I was trying to break into
Broke into the home with so he had a gun.
He had a gun.
Victim threw hot grease on him. Burglary over.
Boom.
And now he's in the slam.
Yeah.
With
They
his
took him
face
to the
looking
hospital,
like-
and then the next day they took his ass to jail. And he's on bail. He's got a $300,000 bond. He ain't getting out.
He ain't getting out.
No.
And even if he does, now he's the burn guy.
Yeah.
917-477-7737 if you want to get in on the action
What
here.
do you do when hot grease
Comment on any of the things that we're talking about.
gets thrown in your
Or
face?
if you've got stories that we're not talking about and you want us to talk about, let us know. You're listening to the Press Box Party. We're here every Wednesday night. New York City's oddest live talk show.
Yes.
It's very odd. People are hitting me up all the time. Like, what in the world? You know, my parents live down the street, and one of the security guards there, I told him about, because he's always working Wednesday nights, late into the night. Tell him about the show, and now every time I see him, he's just like, man, that show was nuts. Are those real stories?
Yes, sir.
They're all real stories. You can look them up yourself.
Follow along with us.
Yeah. We don't mess around here. The Press Box Party.
No.
What's going on the chat? Kind of quiet crew tonight, huh?
Yeah, guys, what are you doing?
Yeah. Maybe they're prepping to call. Some of these people, these keyboard warriors always got something to say on the chat.
Always.
Why don't they hit up 917-477-7737?
Yeah. Give us a call.
We got more fast food violence, man. I'm sorry to
Always.
report.
Why are people
in
so
Michigan-
violent about fast food?
In Michigan, man. This happened at a Little Caesars.
Little Caesars.
Yep. I thought Michigan was Domino's land. Didn't like the guy that invented Domino's. He's owned the Detroit Tigers and all that. They got Little Caesars creeping in on them. Little Caesars you can't really find in New York.
There's a Little Caesars in New York. There's one up the street from my house.
Is there?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen one. I think I saw one on 23rd.
It's
But
just
they're
that
not
you
like.
don't want them anymore. So when you
Yeah.
you're not looking for Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Not in New York. You have no reason to be
But
looking.
you do
for
see
Little Caesars.
Domino's around. Domino's has claimed a little stakeout here.
Yeah, they have.
But Pizza Huts have kind of disappeared too.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Pizza Hut in a while.
So what happened at this? Here, I think we got some sound for it.
We got
actually.
some footage to this.
There's footage. Oh, I'm gonna have to fire up for our YouTube audience the video. Oh yeah, we do. So this guy, why did he do this again?
All right, so apparently,
hold on. I'll play the newscast and then we can
Yes.
elaborate
A
on it.
slap in the face at Little Caesars. An angry customer hauls off and smacks the manager over a complaint about his pizza. The attack left the victim in shock and a Livonia man under arrest. 7 Action News reporter Nupakaj tells us why he got so angry.
That irate customer first called to complain about his pizza. He was told he can get a new one or a refund, but then he showed up at the Little Caesars even more upset.
I've been doing this for 12 years, and not a day in my life have I ever had a customer lash out at me that bad.
There's a
Kelsey
woman
Beckwith
too.
still can't believe what happened to her earlier this month at this Livonia Little Caesars where she works as a manager. Police say Joseph Thorpe is the man who got so mad that his pizza had Italian seasoning on it instead of Parmesan
Not
that
even
he
the
returned
wrong-
to the store and slapped Beckwith
Not
right
even a
across the
major
face.
topping.
Threw his
No.
pizza on the counter, told me that he was gonna beat everybody's butt in the store, so I got my coworker to call the police.
A customer threatening the other manager?
Like, I was getting ready to refund his money. Next thing you know, I turned back towards him, and he legit stepped into it and just brought his hand back as far as he could and slapped the crap out of me.
Seconds
He did
later
slap
on that
the shit out of
911
her.
call, you can hear Beckwith screaming in pain.
Slap her! I said now! I slapped her!
When you see the violence that was used against this manager, a female manager, that was trying to make this right, and then he strikes her across the face, it's really beyond comprehension.
Beckwith says customers and coworkers helped her off the ground and got her ice for her face. One of the customers got the license plate of the car Thorpe took off in. It wasn't registered to him, but police were able to track him down.
Witness did an extremely good job by taking a picture of the license plate, and then we had to work from there.
Thorpe was charged with assault and battery and sentenced to 20 days behind bars. Beckwith says while she's no longer in pain, she's definitely more on guard at work.
There's no reason to be hitting somebody.
What you in for,
especially
bro?
A dude hitting
Slapping
a female over a fact.
slapping
In
I
Livonia.
think she
Wait,
was
what?
a manager.
7X.
I didn't even know she
Manager
was a
what?
manager. Man, a manager at Little Caesars, man.
What?
I slapped the manager at Little Caesars, man.
Wait, what? Why?
Because they put
Why?
Italian
Were you
season.
robbing the store?
Nah, man. Now listen, man. I don't like Italian seasoning.
Why would
okay?
you slap somebody you trying?
Because
you
I don't
trying
like
to run
Italian
You trying to
seasoning.
run the register?
I don't like Italian seasoning. I said I wanted Parmesan, and I came in and I said, listen, I don't like Italian seasoning, and you know, I slapped her. I didn't know she was a manager. How was I supposed to know she was a manager?
Because you asked to speak to her.
I mean,
after you got the wrong seasoning. God, what is up,
man.
All
20
right, I
days
mean,
in jail.
We can't go 1 week without a fast food violence story. By the way,
No, man.
listening to the Press Box Party here live in New York City. If you want to call in, we got an open phone 917-477-7737. We'll talk about whatever you want. What you laughing about?
Chief Thunder's response.
What'd he say?
in the chat?
Can I?
He said, "Yeah, can I get a large pizza with 13 herbs and just to slap with some extra cheese on that?"
Oh, he was asking if he could slap the extra cheese on himself.
Oh man, and just a slap of extra cheese.
And we'll go to Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Do we ever even go to
We'll
Massachusetts?
go to a masshole. Female driver who was drunk and got busted because the cops noticed this was hanging from the side of her car, and you
Hey.
could tell people that don't have their YouTube on right now. what they're
Yes.
looking at.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to explain to you.
It's a
what
Range
happened
Rover,
here.
too.
Nice little Range Rover. She's swerving in the street. You know, she thinks she's doing good. I got this under control. I know the police might be behind me, but I'm good. And the police are behind her like, why does she have the gas pump dragging from her car? She tried to put gas in the car.
Yep.
And then forgot she didn't take the...
Drove off with the nozzle.
Boom, the nozzle's still in there. And then
There's
she's
a picture of it.
dragging the nozzle. She was driving for about...
I don't think there's a need for the sobriety test.
Not at all.
Once you got that.
Once you...
And they don't know that that's there.
Yeah, they don't... She has no idea.
Yeah.
So when she stops the car, she's like, what are you putting me over for, officer? He's like, just get out the car. Come here, let me show you something. No, get out the car right now.
No video to supplement this.
And he's like, have you been drinking? I ain't been drinking. Okay, I'm going to ask you one more time.
24-year-old woman. She was actually from New Hampshire, but...
Wow. 24. What are they doing in New Hampshire then?
They didn't say what the blood alcohol was on her.
So what happened to that gas station? What happens then?
I'd like to think her insurance got to cover that, too.
Man. Imagine the look on her face when she gets out the car and the police just shows
And
her.
sees.
And she's
That's
like,
a
you know
sobering
what?
moment. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. That's when you think about all the bad decisions you made in life. Like, how did we get here? What an idiot. Can't deny that one. That's when you just get in
really
the back
can't.
seat of the car of the police. You're like, you know what?
You got me.
Give
me.
me the handcuffs. I'll put them on myself, and I'm going to sit back here, and I'm going to go wherever y'all take me.
It's a rough one.
That's hilarious.
Move right along. Let's go to Florida, shall we?
Florida.
We love the great state of Florida.
Yes, we do.
And that's why we cover it here. Got a light night for Florida. Just 3 or 4 stories.
What?
Yeah.
Florida, what y'all up to, man? What's going on?
The heat, man. They must be humid there. Just staying inside.
Look, man, we ain't coming out the house. I'll holler at y'all next
If
month.
you tried to cook that steak on a dash in a really hot Florida day, it would just shrivel into nothing.
Yeah.
With that humidity.
With that humidity, that steak would be
in Arizona, it worked out. It wouldn't work in Florida.
Nah.
It'd like be into the
be melted on the dashboard. Like, what happened?
All right. Going to Florida here. First one I found here. Hold on. This was sent to us by a listener.
Uh-oh.
Which I can appreciate after the Grease story.
Yes.
Thank you for sending it.
Thank you.
Fort Lauderdale. Florida woman bites intruder
What?
who forces his way into her home. So the hot Grease story.
So wait, she just launched at him?
Yeah. Elise Coleman says she woke up early Monday morning, fire alarm going off. 61-year-old woman opens the door, man trying to push his way inside of her building. She kept calling her mama,
Calling her mama?
telling her everything would be okay.
Oh, she goes with her mom. I got you.
Yeah, and then she says that she just put her teeth into him.
Wow.
Didn't say where, by the way.
Somewhere enough to where he's
But it stopped
bagged
him.
off. He was
And
like,
they
oh.
arrested Fitzroy Morton.
Fitzroy Morton? What kind of name is that? Fitzroy.
We've got to start having a name top 10 because we've already got, what was the other dude?
Fitzroy.
What was the other dude that you didn't want to pronounce his name? You were going to look up the pronunciation.
Oh, man.
His name was Larchmonte.
Lamarckin or something. Lamarckin. Who knows? Fitzroy?
Oh,
That's not a
man.
name of a criminal.
Call that Florida lady McGruff, right, Chief Thunder.
Yes.
She took a bite out of crime.
She took a bite out of Fitzroy.
See what you did there.
Fitzroy.
We got more biting stories out of Florida.
Oh, man.
Florida man jumps in canal, pries his dog out of an alligator's jaws.
What? Man, look.
Nothing more Florida than that.
What would you do? Would you do it for your dog?
Hell yeah. Well, I don't know, man.
It's
I
an
have to figure it
alligator.
out.
You get. I mean, the
If
window of opportunity is closing.
If adrenaline is really pumping, maybe I don't. I mean, how close are we? Do I got to dive in the like? Is the gator like near us?
What does it matter? The gator's on the grass eating your dog. What do you do, man?
I think they interviewed this guy.
Facebook Live. I am on the scene of an alligator attack. It happened right back. Let me flip around. Right back behind the
They didn't
stall, there's a
interview the guy, I
canal,
don't think.
And a gator had attacked a dog, and then the dog's owner had went into.
Sounds like the dog's owner did this before, though. You got to remember, you're from Florida.
Drive in Nokomis, and I'm going to go back this way, and I have Lieutenant Gherkin with Florida Wildlife Commission on scene here. And Lieutenant, thanks so much for taking some time out here. First off, just tell us exactly what happened.
The homeowner let the dog out. The dog jumped in the canal. The homeowner heard a commotion and ran out. Saw the alligator had the dog. He jumped in the canal, pried the alligator's mouth open, got the dog, and that's where we are now.
Okay, and the gator is still back
The
there.
gator's still back there waiting on a nuisance wildlife or gator trapper, and the dog's at the vet, and so far everybody's fine.
I mean, this is just
man. You know, I'm happy. You know what? I'm happy for that man and his dog.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in that alligator, man. What kind of whole ass
didn't-
alligator can't finish off a dog, and then when the owner comes, he just take your food out your mouth? Like, come on. What's up with these alligators, bro? I'm disappointed in this
Lieutenant
alligator.
Gherkin.
What kind of names?
Lieutenant Gherkin.
Gherkin.
Listen to the Press Box Party, 917-477-7737.
So you still didn't answer. What are you gonna do? Do you let your dog die, or do you jump in there?
No, man, you don't necessarily. You maybe come in there with a weapon. You give it, or you start tapping. Like, they're animals. They might get scared and like drop it and go away. I mean, you try something, but I don't know about prying.
Prying. Think about this.
I don't know if it ever gets
Prying.
to that point of heroics.
You just got to come across a weak ass alligator.
You got to
like
remember, though,
this.
he's from Florida, so he might.
He's done this before.
Well, he might be.
He
on,
might wrestle
I wasn't
alligators
even
on
gonna
the
say
side.
that. I was going to say he might be on something. Let's take a call.
He might be.
I think we're going to Indiana here. Who do we got on the line?
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
Oh, hello.
Hello. How are
This
you?
is Mama Williams.
Yes, it is.
I recognize that voice.
Oh, do you?
All right.
Voice of an angel. What do you want to talk about?
Listen, hanging with Mr. Cooper. Wow.
You remember that show?
Yes.
Thank God. I said that. I felt like an old man in here that nobody
No, I
knew what the
remember
hell
that
I was
show.
talking about. Well, Jonathan, you didn't
I
really
didn't.
say
I
anything
didn't
about
catch
it.
up on it until
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Hanging with Mr.
That one flew over my
Cooper,
head.
I tell you.
Glad you got that one, Mama.
Yeah.
That one right there, I tell you. And the urine test, oh my goodness.
Yeah. What an idiot, right?
What an idiot. A super
You
idiot.
trying to get her off the
Okay.
phone, man?
No. I love talking to her.
Oh, I know he is. I know he's trying to get me off the phone.
Why you starting stuff over here, man? Why you stirring the pot, as the old folks say?
I like to tease you. It's too easy.
Quit stirring the
Man,
pot.
my mouth was open. I was waiting for that story, Jonathan.
Which one?
Jay Craig. I was waiting for that story.
Oh, the
story?
one you accidentally shared, the lifeguard.
Oh,
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. We got a bad connection here.
No, but seriously, with the guy with the urine sample, and then it finds out. I mean, they don't even get to celebrate, right?
Nope.
It's
Not
too
at
good
all.
of a story. I
It
need to
is.
get that guy. I want to interview him about it.
Yeah, he
He's
ain't
probably
got-
not going to talk for a while.
He ain't
but
got much to do.
One day he'll. He's not going to want to talk about it. DJ Cooper.
You'd be surprised.
I know. That was crazy. But you guys are doing a great job. The stories are just like unbelievable.
They really are. We tend to. We have so many. We tend to forget how crazy they are.
Yeah, it's just crazy
Are
town.
crazy things that you wouldn't believe that people are doing, but
Yeah.
believe it.
Well, thanks for checking
I
in
want
with
to tell
us.
you guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work. I'm loving the show.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Yes. And we love you.
All right.
All right.
All right. Love you more.
All right.
All right.
Love you. A lot.
I
Yeah, man.
already said we love you. There was no need for you to give a separate I love you. That's why I said we love you, and then you got to go and do.
Oh, man. Let's get to the Florida story that you sent me. Let's not get off track here too much. What's the one you sent me?
You got me all confused.
Right?
Yo. I don't know what's going on.
You're always all shooken up after your mom calls because you start giving up information. And
I ain't
forget
scared
that
of her.
family list.
I ain't scared of
Back
you,
to
Ma.
Tough guy. Good. What happened?
So what we have here, we had a thunderstorm and a lightning
Florida.
storm.
Oh, yeah.
In Florida.
That happens a lot.
All the time. But I tell you what doesn't happen all the time. When the lightning hits the septic tank. And then you know what happens when the lightning hits the septic tank? Can you imagine what happens?
Do you know how many places this could have happened? But it had to happen in Florida, right?
It had to happen in Florida. Because
Port Charlotte.
Yep.
Got a picture of what you're talking about. And what happens? Go ahead, finish.
All right, so I mean, I'm sure
Going
you can
Neil
imagine.
deGrasse on us.
I'm sure you can imagine what happens after it hits the septic tank. Then
the toilet explodes.
Boom, explodes.
But what I read in this story when you sent it to me, nobody was sitting on the
Yeah, no,
toilet. It's not that. That would have been even more Florida.
Somebody would have been hurt. Look at
No,
this
yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah, we got it up on the YouTube channel.
On the YouTubes.
On
Yeah,
the
so
YouTubes,
apparently
if
what
you're
happened was
watching.
the couple was sitting in the living room and they heard a giant boom from upstairs. And they knew that it was lightning and thunder, so they didn't know what it was. Go upstairs, boom, the bathroom, toilet is everywhere. How do you... The insurance don't cover that.
It's like something off a cartoon, man.
Right? Talking about blowing up the bathroom.
I don't know what to say about it.
I don't either, man.
Let's go to the lastly, I have a Florida video. Last week we showed some crabs had taken over. Some little tiny crabs were like on people's screen doors. And remember that video?
Yes, I remember those little crabs.
So now this time, this is different, man. These are on the street.
Oh.
A crab invasion. Have you seen the video yet?
No. When you said these are different, I'm like, what
I know what you're going to say, too. You're going to be like, can you eat those? Like you did the last
Well, I
ones. The
just
last
wanna
ones
know.
were small. I mean, I don't know what's going on. But this was in, where was this? Pensacola or something? I don't know. Wait for this video to get going so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if it has any sound either. Oh, yeah, it does. How would you feel walking out on your street, on your sidewalks? There's hundreds of these little things. Like, they look like huge spiders. That's the person filming, screaming.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
No,
And
I
we're
haven't.
showing it on our YouTube page, Stream 35 Radio. If you're on a computer, you can see that.
Where are these crabs coming from?
You are really now you're freaked.
Dude, that would be so freaked.
So you got to worry about gators in your backyard.
Crabs that you
can't even
can't
go on
eat.
the front. There's iguanas too. I've been out there. I've seen some of those. Those things are huge. They
Toilet
apparently
bowls
don't hurt.
blowing up.
Toilet bowls blowing up. Florida is wild, man.
But can you eat those crabs?
Hold on. Let's go to the phones. I think we've got one of our dear friends on the line here in New York. I'm pretty sure we do. Is this Danny?
This is Danny.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Danny. She's
What's
in
up,
an
boy?
all right mood. Hold on, I got to check your mood. And it's 0-0 in the fourth. We're okay.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get a mean Danny. We're pitching well, but we're not hitting.
We're good. We're good. We've got the Gio Urshela's batting right now. I'm watching my boy. Great. Everything's fine.
What a beast he
We're
is.
good.
Yeah.
Dude, getting hit in both his knee and then his shin, resting 2 days, and he's back in that batter's box. Are you serious right now?
Gio Urshela is. We need more. We need a couple more of those types of guys on the team. We'll be just fine.
Dude, Gio Urshela's and the DJ of LeMahieu's as well.
So Danny, I don't know if you heard earlier in the show, but I had a Met fan. He didn't reveal to me he was a Met fan. Said the Yankees are fool's gold.
Fool's gold.
Looking real good right now, but when it gets down to the nitty gritty, we'll see. You want to respond to that?
No. I'm gonna just leave it.
I know. Just let them be. Although, what the
Let
hell's
them
going
be.
on with them?
They're doing really well right now. That's why
I
I'm gonna
know.
let them be. Like, go ahead.
It's insane.
Okay. We're fine. You guys got like what? 2 games out from the wild card. You're all happy. You're go lucky.
Yeah, they're
Let's see
feeling
if you can
themselves.
get that. If you get past the wild card, let's see if you get past the Dodgers, which isn't going to happen. So you know what? Just live in your glory of what you are doing right now.
And we're talking to Danny, and Danny is a huge baseball fan. That's why we're
Huge.
talking about that. I don't know if you were calling to talk about some of these other things that we
Oh, I
covered.
was. I
I'm
was
sure you were. You always, your insight goes well beyond baseball. I'd like everybody to know that. But do listen to our podcast, Danny's Dugout. You can look it up on all platforms. But beyond that, what do we got to get to here?
Deal of the Urshela, it's another double. Oh, beautiful man. Sorry. Anyways, I called to tell you that you do this whole little like lightning hitting a sewage thing, and no one says shitstorm. Like, excuse me. It was
You
like
need
the
to come in here and
logical thing to
produce.
say, and I'm like,
I know.
excuse
And you
me.
just were waiting for
I'm
it?
waiting for it. So
You thought we were leading up to it.
And no, it didn't happen. So I was like, you know what? I'm calling in and I'm saying it for them.
A literal shitstorm in Florida.
Right.
Say it for you. But
We missed
you were
that
right.
moment.
We did. It's just because this place is amazing. I mean, you go down to Florida sometimes. I know you go down for Tampa to the Yankees facility and that. What do you think
Yeah,
of? What do you think of
spring
Florida man, Florida woman?
I can't wait to get out of there.
No. What does it usually
Unless
take?
I'm in-
Like one night?
Unless I'm at spring training.
Yeah, that's
or I'm
that's
at Disney
different.
World.
Yeah.
Give me the fuck out of Florida because it's a shitstorm. All right. That's literally, apparently now.
Literally.
Literally.
And the
That's
gate.
what-
Have you
that's what
seen
I'm
the
discussing.
iguanas too out there? How they just like walk around the street. It's certain parts of Florida. I don't know if in Tampa. I don't think
They
I've ever
just run
seen
the
them.
streets.
But no, like this more south you go. Like if you go to the Florida Keys,
Mhm.
they're just 6-foot iguanas walking in the street.
Nope.
Amongst people.
Mm-mm.
Huh?
Not no 6-foot iguana.
I know. Like, and people are like, "Oh, don't worry about them."
Nope, I'm worried. It's a 6-foot
You don't know. It's an
iguana.
animal. Yeah, it's a wild animal.
It's bigger
How are you
than
gonna
you.
tell me when they're not going to just snap one day?
Right?
And they're not much smaller than gators.
Nope.
That's no. See, this is okay. Again, unless I'm at George Steinbrenner Field or I'm at the Disney of the world, get me the fuck out of Florida.
Yeah.
You're just giving me more reasons to never want to go back there.
And I don't know, this woman fighting off this suspect with the hot grease, Danny. I don't know if you caught that story. But
did
this was
not.
in Decatur, Alabama. There was an intruder, and she
Mhm.
got him pretty bad.
Real bad.
His face is all jacked
Oh.
up. Yeah, this guy broke into her house. Got him with hot grease. And I don't know, some reason that just reminds me of you.
Hot grease?
No, the part of where if an intruder came into your place, it'd be the wrong place to go to. Not saying you're going to get him.
No.
Yeah, that's jeez. I don't think you're carrying hot
All right,
grease and
wait a
acid
second.
around.
That doesn't sound nice.
No.
Why are we adding
No,
this into it?
just be having hot grease on
I'm
simmer.
talking about if I was an intruder, I don't think I'd want to break into Danny's dugout.
Don't. I have.
I'm
not
done
gonna
with
lie.
you.
There's
I'm
some
done.
suspect stuff in my room where I could kill you. So please don't.
There
I don't
is.
want to go to. Actually, that would be self-defense. I wouldn't go to jail. So we're good. We're good. But still, I don't want to kill anybody. So could you not? Because I'm actually staring at a pair of scissors on my desk right now because I've been cutting shit up. And I'm
Whoa.
like, I just stab them with these.
So you don't keep the hot grease on simmer? Just on simmer?
That is a good weapon to have on simmer, man.
Just put the hot
I
grease.
mean, we've just learned that.
is.
Keep it in the crock pot and just have it by the door.
That's crazy. What was she cooking up some bacon randomly?
Yeah, that was my question. Like
We were
he-
trying to
he
figure that
didn't
out. They
hear
did
her
not
cooking?
mention that in the story. We don't know if it was chicken grease, fish grease.
I think it was old fish
bacon.
grease.
You're going with the fish grease?
Yeah.
Why?
I just feel like
I'm going with bacon.
I just
Yeah,
feel like that fish grease because that's you gotta have a lot of grease to cook fish. And if you throwing as bad as his face looked, That was a lot of grease. That's that fish grease. She was cooking some some catfish. That's what that was. That was that catfish grease.
While we got Danny on, there was a story that I wanted the opinion of our listeners on.
Aha.
And I especially want her opinion on it. It's a Tinder story. Hold on a second. I got to pull it up here. Because this story has holes all the way around. Man finds wife on Tinder while she's away on a business trip. Okay? So a man who says he and his wife are quite happily married has reportedly found his wife on Tinder while swiping through the app. Now, what the hell? This story's got... Okay, so listen to his
red flag.
Listen to his whole thing.
2.
He wrote this on like Reddit or something. I'll start by saying my wife and I don't have any sort of open relationship agreement, anything like that. We met on Tinder. They met on Tinder 3 years ago, fell in love fast, moved in together 3 years, got married. Been married for 14 months and quite happily. A month ago, she left on business. For a week, I found myself downloading Tinder.
You found yourself
on a lonely night.
Really?
I don't even know why. I didn't have any intentions, but
Really?
I did.
I just bought some
Should
weed.
we
I
keep
wasn't
reading?
gonna smoke it.
But hold on. For Danny's sake, we got to keep reading. He swipes. He was bored. He goes, I got pretty bored with it. Of course, he keeps reiterating how he was not interested.
Oh, I hate this app. I'm just
It's a
on it
funny
'cause my wife's out
reminder
of town.
of that time in my life. I deleted it, moved on. On Monday, my wife left again for another trip. I once again downloaded Tinder, started swiping. Again, I had a laugh, got bored. Then I saw her picture come up.
Ha-ha!
I say shocked for a moment. I say shocked for a moment. I wonder if I should just delete it, pretend nothing happened. I thought maybe a bot stole her picture. But then I read the profile. It's her. It's her, and it's live. There's even a picture of her where I'm cut out of it. I decide to make a bold move, swipe right.
Yeah, there you go.
I swipe and we match. She gets back from her trip tomorrow. I'm going to confront her. I don't even know how this is happening. She's 100 miles away. Is this a friend of hers using the account? Now I have to explain why I was on Tinder. This is just a huge can of worms that got opened. What do I do?
Wait, how are they matching if she's 100 miles away?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
Yeah, what do you mean it doesn't
This
keep?
isn't 100
It doesn't
miles
keep.
away.
Because it doesn't in the radius
She's
that
like,
you're
I'm
in.
on business for a week, and really, I'm in the hotel down the block fucking some random dude.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You guys just let me in on something I would have never even known.
That means
so you're
she
telling
wasn't-
me it only has a radius.
So
on
if you have to set your location, and
Yeah.
it goes by your location, and then you can set it.
Can't
for
you just
how
put
many
your
miles.
location worldwide if you're some kind of freaky deek?
No, because it does who's in your area, and you can set the radius to maybe.
You just want to go through the whole catalog.
I want to see everybody.
What's going on in Belgium?
No, that's not how it works. So she was probably hooking up with somebody in the area if he found her.
Yeah.
'Cause she couldn't have been 100 miles away.
We're talking to Danny live here, so there's a lot of things. Like, he definitely did not just load it because he was bored either.
Nope.
Also,
Oh, fuck no.
I'll set another layer to this. I think she swiped it like, yes, you're down to like clown with a bunch of people. I think she's a freak. And she wants that open relationship.
Well, obviously,
I feel
they
like
got
What do you
we're
get?
trying to find the positive in this situation when in reality, bro's cheating
got-
on his wife and the host.
Two cheaters.
Like cheating on the husband.
You're right.
And it's just like a cycle of Tinderella-ness.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
your wife goes away for like 2 days. Like, I can't stand it. I gotta go on Tinder.
I actually went to a wedding where people met on Tinder.
Really?
One of my sister's friends, yeah, they met. They were both like in London, and the dude was from Italy, and she's from the United States. And it happened kind of quick. I got to check on and how that's going.
Yeah, man.
I guess it's possible.
Give us an update on that.
But I think the odds are really against you. I think you're right, Danny.
Yeah.
Bitch is cheating on her husband, and he's cheating on his wife.
Yep.
You don't go on Tinder for like that. Is
Now
the
everybody's
definition
looking
of
at each
I need
other
a
like-
hoe tonight app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, unacceptable.
I love how he kept emphasizing I was bored.
I was bored. Okay.
I deleted it and then I restarted it. So that just goes to show.
Excuse me, sir. There is such thing as
even
porn
worse.
love. Go on there, jerk off. You don't
Exactly.
need to be going on Tinder.
I agree with you. I agree 100%.
Oh, man.
You're going to probably spend the same amount of money on dinner as you are going to go on like some cam show. So you might as well just give it to some hoe who's actually working for it.
Profound words from Danny here tonight. This is a pleasant co-host.
man.
I knew that we'd have a good, some good takes on that story.
Oh,
Gosh.
yeah. That was good.
And
I'm here to help him.
I've got a modeling related one too. Danny also
Oh, boy.
doubles as a model, but it's not the kind of model you think. There's just this woman this came across that makes $6,000 a day.
Get outta here.
She is the Kate Moss of hand modeling, they call her.
What?
You heard of this lady?
No.
Yeah.
Hand model?
Here, they've got.
She's
She's got an
making
Instagram.
$6,000 a day.
$6,000 a day for just people taking pictures of her Kate Moss hands, quote, or whatever Kate Moss equivalent to hands, and she put some of the ads up.
I mean, she has
Were you
nice-
aware that hand models can make that much?
I was not aware.
I'm talking to Danny.
I was not aware of that either.
She was not aware either.
I hope to God you weren't aware.
What if I was
What,
like,
you
yeah,
know,
of
like
course
model
I do.
salaries?
Of course I do. If you're a foot model, you can make $4,000 a day.
Well, then. She must be at the nail salon every day.
Oh, she's definitely. Yeah, if you're getting that kind of income.
$6,000 a day, ma'am.
Just a hand model.
For your hand.
I'm guessing there's not a lot of them. Like, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
market of models is probably like 10 people.
And good
It's
for
actually
them.
They
like
get all the
really good.
work.
Like, I've done.
Danny, I don't know if you're on delay.
Jobs. They're difficult.
Yeah, I don't know if you're on delay from what I am, but you need to see what happens in the Yankee game. I didn't hear you yell, so I think you got a little bit of a
I'm
lag.
definitely on delay.
Okay, well.
Oh, my God! Let's fucking go! Yes!
That's how a Yankees home run
I'm on
sounds
delay.
live right here on Stream 30. Well, a little bit.
Oh, look at you, little AAA boy, hitting home runs in Baltimore. Congratulations, sir. Thank you. Okay, I'm good.
All I know is I'm going to find you at Yankee Stadium during the playoffs because I
yeah.
will be going to those games. So
As will I.
yeah.
As will I. And I will be going to the World Series because we are going to the World Series.
I like the confidence, and I'm going to be okay with it. I'm not even going to be on some jinx stuff. I think, the Houston thing's going to go different this year. Just because.
I think, well, after Greinke had his first outing as an Astro, and it was not so
I know.
pretty. So
And
I'm
that-
hoping
that's the
that it
thing.
stays like that.
You're making a good point because when guys change leagues, it's a completely different story. You don't have a lockdown like you do on it. And on top of that, it's still, there's going to be a first round and anything can happen. So they might not even run into the Yankees for all we know.
We shall see. We shall see. I'm excited to find out.
Well, I'm glad you were listening and checked in.
Yes, definitely.
Do it as much as you can because baseball's coming down to the good stuff in the next month, the home stretch.
Oh, yes, it is.
So we got to talk baseball, and we always need your side of the stories that we cover too.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes we're just in here.
Because you guys forget about the shitstorm?
Yeah, we forget.
Yeah.
So very upset about that.
We're covering all these stories. We're not even thinking straight. The
We not.
Florida shitstorm.
How could we?
That's why we need your perspective. But thanks for calling in.
I heard Jonathan's mama on, and I was just like, I feel like he's trying to be good all of a sudden, and I'm like, all right, I will come in.
He
doesn't like me talking to her, by the way, Danny.
No, because he be trying to
I
get
can
fresh
see
with
why.
my mom. He's like, yeah, I love you. I love you.
Last week I was playing some R&B behind when she was talking, and
Yeah, man.
she didn't even know it. It was great.
Oh, my goodness. All right,
That's
boys,
it.
go finish your show. I'm
Yeah.
going to go not yell in your
Finish
ears
your
now.
game.
Yes, enjoy.
Thanks for the input. All
Bye,
right,
guys.
Talk to you.
Talk to you later.
So that was Danny in New York watching her Yankees.
Go Yankees.
Karma story that we should get to. If anybody else wants to call in, 917-477-7737. Keeping it Here in New Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah, let's see what happened in Jersey, man. You want to tell us what happened here? Maybe we got. I think we got some sound on this one.
Oh yeah, we got a little sound.
We got a thief in Jersey.
Oh, crime doesn't pay.
What did this thief steal?
Oh, a little petty thief.
Ketchup from the restaurant.
You know, that's
like off the table.
That's where all the ketchup goes when we're trying to find it at the end of the night.
Yeah, Jonathan Craig, who doubles as someone that works in the service industry.
Yes.
Knows about this kind of theft.
Getting to a ketchup thief in New Jersey. The manager of a Perkins restaurant in Lacey Township was closing last night when she found some ketchup and a note at the door. In the note, a lengthy confession. Apparently, a bottle of ketchup was stolen. The note writer admitting it was a risky move and says ever since the theft, bad karma has followed. No name on the note. It was just signed an awful person.
Really?
But maybe not so awful, since 2 bottles of ketchup were left behind to replace the one that was stolen.
You imagine taking some ketchup, then you get a car wreck and
it's not the
you
ketchup.
lose your job.
It ain't the ketchup.
You're not superstitious, huh? That surprises me. You're not superstitious.
I'm not superstitious, and I also
and he
don't
doesn't
feel
think
like,
it's the ketchup. He thinks
I don't
the
think-
principle of him taking something that wasn't his.
Yeah, but
do you know I had to serve jury duty, and the case was a guy that got $2 stolen from him, and the reason we drug on forever because they kept telling the jurors, the lawyers kept saying, can you get out of your mind that it's $2? You have to think of it as like he stole, $1 million from this guy. It's still the same crime. And all the jury was like saying like, no, we can't. And then this thing drug on. I had to sit there for like 7 hours because, of course, I agree with you. No, you can't factor out what actually was taken. But
you can't.
According to law,
you have to.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Where's
why
Whitey when we need
wanted
him?
to steal some
Our
ketchup in
resident
the
lawyer,
first place.
Whitey.
If I'm gonna be risky at a restaurant, if I'm gonna get bad karma, it ain't gonna be because of no ketchup, man. That's not the risky move. I'm gonna steal some ketchup. Ooh, I'm feeling risky. No, man. If I'm feeling that,
You're more
risky,
bothered by the note.
I'm more bothered by this just weak ass attempt to steal something, man. Like ketchup. And nobody
You
even
just said
noticed.
you hate when people take them.
But you don't notice it. It's not something.
What
that
if you were working and you saw somebody take it? Would you
if
call
you
them out?
All right, if you see somebody take the ketchup,
How would you do
hey
that?
man, is that are you taking the ketchup? I'm calling them out just like that. Are you taking the ketchup? What are you doing? But most of the time, like if you have enough ketchup, that stuff goes unnoticed. So if you're gonna do something, to stealing the ketchup, that's not the move.
We got this dude in California, Humboldt County, home of some sticky iggy icky.
Oh wait.
Tell us what happened there.
Oh,
Talk about
man.
this guy definitely didn't steal no ketchup.
No, this guy just is an idiot. So basically, what happens here is a guy
Threw away a shoebox.
He threw away a shoebox.
Very important shoebox.
Said, you know what? I'm trying to recycle. Be
Not his
green.
wife, not his girl.
Nope.
He who packed this shoebox.
Yes, he was the person who packed the contents in the shoebox.
Yeah.
Then he said, you know what? I don't need the shoebox anymore, and I'm going to recycle it because I want to leave a good carbon footprint on the earth. And he threw away $23,000. Forgot that was the stash box. Oh, forgot the Jordan box was the stash box. Damn, I forgot. Threw it away. And then he realized that he threw it away. And of course he freaks out.
Recycled garbage.
Recycled. So by the time he realized it, they had already taken the trash or the recycling away. So what he had to do was, and they were taking it to, where were they taking it to? Another state.
Oh, it's going through the recycling system is what it's happening.
Right. So who knows where it's going. So he has to.
This fool
threw away.
But not only that, this fool gets his money back.
He gets it all back. So what happens is he calls He calls and he lets them know, look, man, I just threw away 23 grand like an idiot. Be on the lookout for a box that looks like whatever. Let me know if you find it. So what happens is they find it a couple of cities away, all but like maybe $300 and something, and they give it back to him.
I hope he broke them off with something.
Man, if I found that, well, yeah, there you go. That's good karma for those people. If they would have kept that money.
Oh, do you want to finish your sentence after the previous one? This fool looked at me like, oh, mama's listening. Man, if they would, I would have done the same thing. Then he had to drink his water and everything. What in the world? You lying, man?
Hey, man.
This guy's trying so hard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if I return the money, though, honestly. I'm like, man, we ain't find your Jordan box, bro. I'm sorry.
There's just money.
You know how many boxes
hanging
of
out of
Jordans
your
come
pocket.
through?
Your pockets are just bulging.
Wiping
oh,
my
man,
face with
I
money.
checked everything.
Man, we checked everywhere, man. Man, we looked through every Jordan box in here, bro. I'm telling you, man. We ain't find it. And then you quit the next day. And you say you shouldn't quit for 23 grand, but if you working at a place like that, you'd be all right with the 23 grand in cash.
This next story, I can't believe this didn't happen in Florida, by the way. Happened in Tacoma, Washington.
What we got here?
Tell you about it.
She put an octopus on her face, and she says that turned out to be a big mistake.
This woman trying
7 News South Sound Bureau reporter Kevin McCarty talked to that
trying
woman
to take a
who is still
selfie
recovering
with an
from a venomous
octopus.
bite
We got
that
another
followed.
selfie story.
Heard of something like this.
Well, that woman was taking part in a fishing derby that was going on here in the Tacoma Narrows. These waters have a lot of octopus out there, and this one wasn't happy when it was made part of what was supposed to be a humorous picture. When Jamie Bisceglia met up with some fishermen who'd hooked an octopus during a fishing derby August 2nd, she saw an opportunity for an unusual picture.
It was a photo contest in the derby. And so crazy me, hindsight now, and looking back, I probably made a big mistake.
Bisceglia put the small octopus on her face and posed. It grabbed her face with its suckers, then did something
That's
she
the
didn't
greatest
expect.
picture right there.
It bit her on the face.
It had
And for those that can't watch, she's in like pain
barreled
with the
its
octopus on her
beak
face.
into my chin, and then let go a little bit and did it again. It was a really intense pain when it went inside, and it just bled, dripping blood for a long time. I had
Bisceglia says the octopus was a smaller version of this giant Pacific octopus that lives in the Point Defiance Aquarium. An aquarium spokeswoman says it could also be a Pacific red octopus. Both have a powerful beak used to break and eat crabs, clams, and mussels, and their bite contains a poisonous venom to immobilize their prey. Bisceglia says that venom left her in incredible pain, but as owner of South Sound Salmon Sisters, she kept fishing for 2 more days before she finally went to the emergency room.
and I'm still in pain. I'm on 3 different antibiotics. This can come and go, the swelling, for months, they say.
And Bisceglia says the whole painful experience taught her a valuable lesson about handling a live octopus.
This was not a good idea. Hindsight, looking back, I will never do it again.
Looking back? It's not a good idea looking at it, looking forward, thinking about it.
At the time.
At the time, it's not a good idea.
Past.
I think I'm going to put an
And
octopus on
future.
my face. Yep. And you deserve whatever happens to you. Looking back. That's the real problem. Not the fact that she
As
got
a grown
bit.
lady, too, by the way.
Right. The real problem is that as a grown woman, she initially thought that was a good idea. It wasn't until that
Something went south.
Then she
if
realized,
that octopus did, she would have been doing it again.
Yeah.
Who knows? A few
Ooh,
months later.
check this jellyfish
Yeah,
out.
watch what I.
Let me put it
watch
on
my
my
trick.
face. What an idiot.
We got another idiot.
Looking back.
And then we'll get to this story about this bride, this dress that she.
Looking back, it was a terrible idea. Yeah. Yes, it was.
So this guy is named, this is in the UK, Kenny Kennard.
Kenny Kennard. That's a stupid name.
Decides to
with.
change his name.
I would too.
To Kenny F-U-K Kennard. So it reads Kenny Fuckennard. Throws an F-U in front of his last name.
Oh, boom.
Thinks it's funny. Has it for a few years. Well, now he's trying to apply for a new passport.
Mm-hmm. You know who don't think it's funny?
Denied.
Boom.
UK says passports cannot have offensive names. So,
like, but what do you mean?
It's another idiot.
Yeah. That's an idiot on another level.
Yeah. Well, they're both pretty
they're both,
high levels.
Just
throwing an octopus on your
They
face,
could be on
changing
parallel levels, but just like...
You're saying the octopus wound is going to heal where... I mean, he's just got to change his name again.
Yeah. But the fact that he thought that was funny. Like, ooh, I'm going to change my name.
I know.
As an adult.
Yeah.
As an adult person.
Well, he said he did it a few years ago, but it doesn't matter. Whenever... I mean, you have to be, I think, 18
That's what I'm saying.
to change your
If
damn
you're old
name.
enough to change your name, you old enough to know that that's stupid to change it to that. And then keep it for 2 years. And keep it for a couple of years. Like, I'm going to just,
Okay. We got to get to this wedding.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
If anybody wants to call in, you listen to the Press Box Party. We're here in New York, and we're just rolling right now.
Yeah, rolling down the street.
917-477-7737. 917-477-7737 if you want to call in. Or if you want to hit us on the chat, you could do that too. We'll take your questions. So this bride's trying to lose weight before her big wedding, get in her dress. Same thing you always hear.
Right.
What's her diet? She went with detox drinks. Okay. She's rocking like a $15,000 wedding dress.
Ooh.
Week of really going hard on the detox drinks.
Ooh, slow down.
Drinking these detox shakes to get rid of a last minute bloating. Well, what happened?
Oh.
You already know where this is going. You're so excited.
I can't wait.
They wreaked havoc on her digestive system.
Of course it did.
And was shared on Reddit. So as they were preparing to transition to the entrance of the bridal party, which would be followed immediately by the first dance, then the cake cutting. A few minutes after that, her head started hurting. She runs to her assistant. We have an issue. It turns out that she tried to let loose a fart, and a lot more came out. All over the white wedding dress. And there was no way to get to the bathroom in time. The wedding planner revealed. Seems like they interviewed the wedding planner.
So she gambled on a fart.
She told everybody, she ran to the bathroom, but the damage had already been done.
Everybody knows.
Delay of 15 minutes.
So soon.
Finding out this after 15 minutes, the planner said the previous issue is more than we anticipated.
The bride won't be coming out the bathroom for the rest of the night.
She also had drank some cocktails.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But the substance that had come out of her body was slimy, oily, even with stringy bits of consistency that... I don't have to get into all that, but the smell was also awful.
Oh, man.
She just blew the whole thing. I mean, the whole wedding got ruined.
Of course.
Yeah. She didn't want to come back out.
She had the shittiest wedding of all time. That's what she did. There was a real shit show there.
The thing that set it all over the edge. Are you guys ready for this?
I don't think I am.
The bride wore a latex deal that came down over her thighs and up to her bra. The poo had just kind of filled the entire thing like a water balloon.
So she's just letting it loose and it's just filling.
Yeah.
This
So
whole
even
body
underneath,
suit.
she's just a mess.
This whole bodysuit now, she's
But she came out there, and to the groom's horror, he danced through the odor. And the choreographed dance went on. She took off whatever undergarments she could to make it better, but still came out with there was an oily stain on the back of her gown.
She kept the gown on?
Yeah, she had to. I mean,
at that point, you
sounds like some of the damage was captured by the undergarment, but
because she had the little bodysuit on, so she pretty much just.
But still, they said that there were still I mean, it still came out of there, and yeah, the groom had to dance with that.
That's when you rethink if you made the right decision. Like, I married somebody who thought this was a smart idea. Like, oh man, that's what you're thinking if you're that groom. Like.
So any brides to be out there, be very careful on your diet.
No
choices.
detoxes.
Yeah.
No.
Just got to do it the hard way.
Yeah. Get on the ground. Do some crunches.
Yep. Get to that gym. Work it out.
Yeah, work it out.
Press Box Party, 917-477-7737. Call us if you can.
Yeah, if you can. Hit us up.
Nightmare Travel, Spirit Airlines, of course.
Of course.
But this could have happened anywhere.
But just flying on Spirit is a nightmare no matter what happens.
We got some video, a bat on a plane.
Sounds like
on a plane that's in the air, by the way.
So this bat's been in there for a while.
Hold on, I get it. Oh, it seems like, yeah, he was hiding.
And so
he was
now
living
you're
in that plane.
Stuck with this bat for the rest of the flight.
Oh my God!
It's not a bad.
You know who they need to take care of this problem?
Who?
I'll play it again. Manu Ginobili. Remember those bats that were coming into the Spurs arena?
Yeah.
And he was just catching them with his hand?
Yeah.
Some people are more prepared for these things than others. Where did Manu learn that?
That's what I'm saying. How do you acquire that skill?
What's going on in Argentina?
But you just learn how to catch bats.
He had to learn that in Argentina.
Like,
I'm the bat catcher.
Yeah, man. You know what else I do?
He swiped it too, like
catch bats, just like nothing.
Wasn't even scared that it was gonna like squash in his hand
or give him rabies or anything. Snatch.
Bat on a plane. That's. I wonder how long that went on for. They didn't really say in the story. And I wonder, Spirit probably was like, yeah, guess what? You actually don't have to pay for your armrest next flight. We're going to give you a free armrest voucher.
There we go. Free armrest.
Because usually, Spirit.
They charge you for everything.
Wait, you going to put your feet there?
Oh, yeah, that's $10.
It's the floor, man.
No, that's
$10. You're going to have to keep your feet up unless you want us to
work out
just
those abs.
Give me your card.
Yeah. They charge you. They don't even let the seats don't even recline.
Seats recline. What are you, like Air Force One?
No.
Presidential?
I mean,
you presidential?
I just need three inches.
Yeah, I heard about you in Miami. Mr. Traveler.
Oh man.
We won't go there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have to catch up the previous episodes to get that story. You ain't worried about no reclining seat, I'll tell you that.
Not at all.
917-477-7737. Here with Jonathan Craig. Listen to the Press Box Party. And we got a couple more stories. We got some updates from previous stories.
I love updates.
The woman who urinated on the potatoes at Walmart.
Oh, the sprinting spud sprinkler.
She has turned herself in. That was an unsolved mystery last week. Mystery solved.
Look at that.
Was not solved by Stream 35 Radio.
Boo.
But was solved.
Okay. Robert Stat would be happy.
Yeah. So round of applause, not to our audience.
Yes.
See, you guys had a chance. But she turned herself in, so. Maybe she's a listener, though.
Would she have remorse? I shouldn't have peed on those potatoes.
She probably, after we ran the story, got scared. So I'd like to think that we had something to do with it.
They know about it all the way in New York. They're coming for me.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna turn myself in. It was me.
All right. Second update here. Story we covered last week.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this isn't even story we covered last week. Remember somebody found a rocket launcher at the Baltimore airport?
Yes, I do.
They've found a second one at the Baltimore
At the
airport.
same airport? What is
Yep.
going on?
Missile launcher in a check bag 3 days later.
Wow.
At the same airport. Stop doing that, people. Not cool.
Not cool. I mean, this past not cool. That's just
And
that's on the.
But you're going to
that's on the
delay a lot of
last
people's
one on the list.
travel
Not
flights
cool,
to go
but
see their family or whatever.
Not legal.
You're going to hold up. You're going to shut down airports.
Not safe.
Yeah, you keep this up, you're going to shut down airports.
Yeah.
Not nice.
Not nice. Not fun. Not smart.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All right. Assault charge in the last week we covered a case of a 10-year-old boy.
Yes.
Injured a classmate in a dodgeball game.
Mm-hmm.
Assault charges have been dropped.
Nice.
Against that boy in Michigan.
Good for him.
So
Good
justice served there.
Good. You don't want that little 10-year-old boy to have a record.
No.
Gotcha, bitch.
We didn't. We covered the Tinder story. Thanks, Danny, for giving your insight there. She really broke it down.
She did.
Went places I didn't even know about. But I didn't know about that. I guess, yeah, Tinder's based on location.
Yep.
So it won't go. Can you check like your state?
I mean, it's got to be within the radius
You know.
because you're planning on, you could set the mileage, but I don't know if it's 100 miles. That'd be, who wants to find somebody 100 miles away on
Hey,
Tinder?
man, you're on. I'm not knocking people but you're on an app. I mean,
but I ain't trying to go 100 miles.
are.
I'm about to hop on
To
this
catch a
train.
predator, they definitely go.
They do. They drive.
They come in that kitchen. It's like, sir, can I read you some of the things? Come on in. They're always like, like, I was just coming to say hello, or I was just making sure she was safe.
Yeah,
it's like, well,
she
sir,
told me she
you
baked
have-
cookies. I just
what-
like cookies.
Yeah, like, why do you have a whole batch of Sour Patch Kids and nips of Goldschlager and a box of condoms?
Because we was gonna play red light, green light, right? And then every time it was red light, we was gonna drink a nip.
Sir, you've driven 5 hours to get here.
Well, this is the only state where you could play red light, green light with alcohol. So, you know how it is.
Using the screen name BLindsay01, he describes how he wants to give the girl oral sex. He says, I can't control my horny level. Then he says, I want to blank your brains out. I can't help it.
Sir, what did that mean?
Well, the horny level is like something I can't control. That's a fact. You can ask any person; they'll let you know that. See, they blanked out the word that I actually said when I said I wanted to blank her brains out. I wanted to examine her brains out and see how smart she was because she's a very intelligent young girl.
You could go ahead and step outside and get gang tackled by
no,
the
sir.
police force.
No, I'm out of here.
You know why they had to stop that show, though?
Why? Because
some dude killed himself like on the way out.
I thought they were supposed to arrest him.
Well, he took care of it first. I mean, once you're on TV and everything there, it was just a matter of time before something like that happened.
True.
People with families and that.
Hey, it happens.
All right, this video I'm going to show is messed up. Whether you guys can see the video or not, we'll take you through it. This happened here in New York. NYC cabbie.
Oh, yes.
Did you see this with the sound, though?
No, I didn't see it with the sound.
You have to hear the sound. It's the worst part. So, pregnant woman, he's trying to rush this couple and her boyfriend or husband on the way to the hospital. Cabbie is out of his mind. She's like in major labor here, as you'll be able to hear from the sounds of it. It's loading up right now.
Oh no. She's coming. Oh, oh my gosh, she's coming out. Oh!
breathe, mommy. My head is in my hand.
He's playing it cool though. He's
That's it, boy. Just hold your kid. Just hold your kid.
the boyfriend ain't playing it so cool.
Mommy, you gotta breathe, mommy.
No, she's literally coming out.
Yeah, but you have to breathe. Do the magic. Do the magic.
He's straight coaching.
We're driving. Everything's done. You got the done. God bless the baby. Boom. With Gucci.
Who's gonna pay for the car wash?
You better hook me up with a little extra for the car wash, man.
Man, I'm broke. I ain't think this gonna happen.
The way that ends.
Oh man.
The dude helped deliver your baby, and what does the dude say
I'm
to him?
broke, man. I ain't think this gonna happen. Hey, it's way cheaper than the ambulance ride, dude. I'm telling you.
Wait, what about the baby?
I mean, they still got to go to
Did
the
you think
ER.
about that?
No, I didn't. They did just deliver a baby.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
That dude don't even know how much diapers about to. Man, that was a messed up way to end that.
Man, that's amazing right there.
I'm broke.
I know. At that moment, she's like, "Ah, man."
What you having a baby for?
Obviously, he's terrible at planning.
Couldn't even get the Uber or something, man. Probably made her walk. That's what induced labor all the way to get the cab.
Go flag the cab down.
Broke ass dude.
Wow.
Couldn't even get a tip.
Wow. Good for the cabbie though, man. He's real calm. Very calm. Do the magic, mommy. Do the magic, he said.
Yeah.
So he must got some kids. He's been in that situation before.
He's been in there.
He was too calm. He was like, look, just you gotta breathe. Just
You
breathe.
gotta breathe. You gotta do this.
Yeah, he probably got a couple of kids himself.
We got a couple more stories here on the Press Box Party, so if you want to call, you better call now.
Call us up.
917-477-7737. And don't think, some people told me they don't call because we're in the middle of the stories. Call anytime.
Call us up.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
We'll get back to the story.
Yeah. We want to talk to you.
This Brazilian gang leader, this kind of ended up a little messed up from when I originally saw the story.
Did it really?
Yeah, because he tried to escape in a very creative way.
Very.
We got a little video of it. The dude had an elaborate costume, trying to look like his daughter who came to visit, and then tried to walk out, but got caught. I mean, it's not that great of a costume. But
but
it's pretty decent. I mean, he's got a mask.
He's got a silicone mask.
Failed to get past. He was dressed like his 19-year-old daughter. I wonder where she was the whole time. I guess she just got.
Maybe she came through and dropped some clothes off. And, and left a extra ID with
Who
her.
knows how? But this was a Brazilian drug kingpin.
Who tried to escape from jail.
And here's where he takes off the mask.
Dressed as
little
his
guy,
daughter.
man. Little guy.
I mean, that's pretty creative.
I mean, that's yeah.
He should have spent a little bit more time on the mask, though. I mean, you got a lot of time to pull this off. You want to make that thing look as real as possible.
Yeah, I think the mask might have been what got him.
Yeah, I mean, he rushed it. He should have took a couple more months, put some
and
more
his nickname's
detail.
Shorty, so he's about the same size.
It would have worked.
The pictures didn't come off so great though.
If he would have put a little more detail on that mask, because it just looks like it don't look like a real person. But I can't knock the hustle. That's pretty clever.
But he's part of one of the most powerful gangs in Brazil. And then just yesterday, I think, we've already got an update. CNN provided an update. Brazilian drug dealer who attempted to escape prison by dressing as a daughter found dead in his cell.
Oh no, that's too bad.
42 years old. He was in for 73 years, but I guess that was his last hurrah to try to get out, and they probably put him in extra maximum security.
So
after
he
that.
he hung himself?
No, they didn't say.
That's about like the only way that you can.
Yeah. Sylvia's death comes on the heels of a massive gang battle in a prison in northern Brazil that killed 57. We had some video from the aftermath of that.
Oh, that was
aftermath
disturbing,
of that. That was really disturbing that we didn't share on the show.
Yes.
People, I guess a bunch of people got decapitated. It was nuts.
It was nuts.
Yeah. Back to happier things.
Yes, please.
We'll go to some animal stories here. Haven't had.
Oh, animals.
So we got the running of the bulls in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever take part of that, by the way?
No, sir.
Yeah. Can't believe Josh Norman was out there.
My life
jumping
is
around.
complicated enough without animals running at me at full speed. I don't need that type of stuff.
Well, in Colorado, they had their own impromptu running of a bull in Colorado Springs, of all places. I didn't even. Well, I guess they've got buffaloes and bills out there.
Yeah,
bison, and bulls. Yeah,
yeah, it's Colorado.
Colorado buffaloes. Got a lot of room out there. So this thing, just running wild in the streets.
Well, that's not playing.
Sorry for those that can't see the video. Show it to our YouTube audience. It went right into a store. I love those people holding the door.
Right? No, there's people in there.
And it jumped. Yeah. Like, you're going to hold that thing. Somebody wrangled it there or lassoed it. They got straight up cowboys.
Nice.
Right in the downtown area lassoing this wild bull out in front of cars and everything else.
I love how people didn't just run out there. Like, if I see a bull
Some
running,
people were really trying
I'm not trying to
play
film it.
hero on that.
I'm not trying to film it.
Same people that saved their dogs out of the jaws of the alligator's mouth.
You would just hear it from me, man. It was this bull running through, and I turned around and started running. Maybe somebody got some footage, but I didn't stay. The person who filmed this, good for them, because not me. I see a bull running, I'm out of there, man.
Then one more that was seen on Twitter here. It has to be India, right? Got to be. This guy pulls out a cobra of a motorcycle. Apparently the motorcycle's having some problems starting or whatever, obvious reasons.
Oh.
Yeah. Pulls out this cobra. Hold on, let me run it back. I gotta run it back again because he's like deep.
Yeah, he's deep down in there.
Deep in there.
And that cobra comes out like, what's up?
Yeah.
You want some of this?
He's not scared either. Snake all not a snake. We're talking
cobra. This dude ain't even scared. Look at him. He's gangster. He's like, hold on. I got this.
He's like a snake charmer, man.
It's like, I got this. This is not the first time this happened before.
Look, he does like a little move with his hand, tames the cobra.
Get out of here.
Look at him. Look, he's using just hands. No weapon, no stick. Killer cobra just popped out of the back of this and the rear of this motorcycle.
What?
And then he just grabs it, pulls the rest out. Like a G.
Yo, that's gangster right there.
Who is that, man?
The next president. One more time. That's gangster.
One more time. This is what we're setting it off with. I told you we'd set it off on a field. I mean, this is.
If a snake came out.
If anybody wants to get in real quick before we
Are you
head off,
me?
917-477-7737.
He didn't even budge. That snake came out. He was like, oh.
No, he didn't.
Oh, what's up?
He takes care of snakes. You could tell. I mean, not that I'm giving him any less credit. Even if you take care of snakes,
yeah, man,
they still could turn.
Man,
it's just that all it takes is one time.
And he ain't got nothing.
Ask anybody. Ask people that mess with lions and all that. All it takes is one time.
He's like, yeah, you see that? That's right.
He felt cool, but
who the snake charmer? Yeah. Me. Who charmed them snakes? I do.
Dave, that guy.
Wow. That's what you call a Cobra commander.
There you go. Now you see Danny got in your head there. You don't want to miss some obvious ones. A Cobra commander.
Yeah. Wow.
It's wild, man. It is wild what some people can do. And it seems like even the alligator guy in Florida, to bring it back to earlier in the show, saved his dog from the alligator jaws.
Yeah, but at least he
and
was trying to save his
and
dog,
they said,
though.
but they said everybody was okay. How did he pull that off?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Like, what are we doing? We're scared of little rats running by our feet out
Man,
here.
you ain't gonna see me grab no rat. I'm running.
We're terrified.
Terrified. This dude over here charming snakes. I'm losing out here, man. He got a motorcycle and he charming snakes. I can't do neither one of those. I got a city bike. And I'm scared of rats. I'm losing out here, bro.
Oh, man. We're out here in New York. Press Box Party.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody that listened. You can catch us every Wednesday night, live, 7 p.m. Eastern. Or to our people that listen to the show recorded. We appreciate you, too. And if anybody joined us late and you want to catch the show, you can go on YouTube and check out the stream that we're going to archive. Or you can go to mixlr.com, and after the show's over, it'll be on the archived show reels. So, it's good stories, good callers. Another episode of Press Box Party in the books. Boom. Don't forget NFL football tomorrow. Football's back.
Football is back.
We need some football back, man.
What we do? Oh, I got a new show coming up, man.
That's the last thing I was going to ask. Any shows coming up? Mr. Jonathan Craig, of course, comedian. Make sure you follow him on Instagram.
Yes, sir. Instagram is Mr.Craig87 on Instagram. On Twitter is at infamous Mr. Craig, no dot. And on Facebook, it's Jonathan Craig. My next show is next Thursday at Dangerfield's Comedy Club, 7:30 p.m. Doors open. Come out, support. It's going to be crazy. I mean, who knows what I might say.
There you have it. Local audience. Make sure you check that out.
Check it out.
All right, man. You've been listening to the Press Box Party. We'll see you next week. For Jonathan Craig, I'm Antoine. And we are out.
Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see.